Hola, buenos días amigos y bienvenidos a clase número 15. Y hoy vamos a aprender cómo pedir comida en un restaurante. Hay dos preguntas. ¿Qué quieres? O ¿qué quiere usted? ¿Qué quiere usted? Es una cuestión muy formal, pero ¿qué quieres? No es muy formal. Y la respuesta, quiero. Por ejemplo, quiero un plátano o quiero una manzana. ¿Qué quieres? Quiero un limón. Señor o señora, ¿qué quiere usted? Quiero una manzana. ¿Y cómo se dice en español lemon? Se dice un limón. ¿Y cómo se dice en español garlic? Ajo. ¿Y cómo se dice en español salt? Sal. Y finalmente, en español, pepper es pimienta. ¿Qué quiere usted? ¿Cómo se dice en español I want salt? Quiero sal. ¿Y cómo se dice en español I want garlic? Quiero ajo. I want pepper. Quiero pimienta. Y ahora, por favor, empareja el producto con la palabra correcta. Y listos en 1, 2, 3. Venga, ¿cómo se dice en apple? Una manzana roja o una manzana verde, por ejemplo. An egg, un huevo. Por ejemplo, un huevo frito. ¿Cómo se dice red wine? Vino tinto. White wine, vino blanco. Y finalmente, olive oil, aceite de oliva. Por favor, empareja el producto con la palabra correcta. Y a ver, a banana, un plátano, cucumber, un pepino, bread, pan. ¿Y qué quieres o qué quiere usted? Quiero un pepino. ¿Y qué quiere usted? Quiero un huevo. ¿Qué quiere usted? Quiero pimienta. ¿Qué quiere usted? Quiero ajo. Y finalmente, ¿qué quiere usted? Quiero sal. Muy bien. Okay, welcome to lesson 15, everybody. Today we're going to be learning to order food and drink at a restaurant or a cafe. And to begin with, we're going to look at some typical tapas that you might find in Spain. First question for you is, what does tapas actually mean? When I ask this question normally of students, they tend to say, oh, it means a small dish, a small plate of food. That's what it is. What it actually means is lid. And if you think traditionally where tapas comes from, people would be served drinks. It could be quite hot. Could be insects around somewhere in Spain. Could be dusty. So therefore, traditionally, A slice of cheese or bread was placed over the top of the glass to stop anything from entering the glass. So actually, tapas means lid, lids. What I've done for you is to write a list of typical tapas that you would find in Spain. And the first task I want you to do is to try and work out how to say these different dishes by using the language I've given you there. Secondly, we're going to get straight into translation today, actually. Could you translate that text into English for me? Quite happy for you to use other resources to help, dictionary, for example. And don't forget, the red sections tend to be a little bit more tricky. The underlined words, we're going to see a lot during the lesson. Y listos en uno, dos, tres. Okay, meat with tomato, you're going to use carne con tomate. If you're an English speaker, you should absolutely know the word carne because we've been saying the dish chili con carne for a long time now, chili with meat. Russian salad, we have ensalada rusa. A Spanish omelette, one of my favourites, and we're going to look at the recipe for that in a couple lessons' time. Tortilla española. Tortilla meaning omelette. Española meaning traditional omelette cooked with usually potatoes, sometimes with onion as well. Ham, quite simply, is going to be jamón. There is an accent missing on the O, sorry. Homemade croquettes, which are delicious. Croquetas. And then caseras. Where have you seen a word that looks a little bit like caseras before? You will have seen it when we were talking about where we live, and the word casa, meaning house. So it makes sense, doesn't it, that it's homemade. Spicy potatoes. Some people might have said patatas picantes. Picantes does mean spicy, but the term in Spanish is patatas bravas. Absolutely delicious. Cheese, queso or quesos, and aubergine in honey. It's fried. Drizzled with honey is absolutely delicious. That's going to be berenjenas a la miel. Berenjenas meaning aubergine, miel is honey. And your translation. We're going to eat out this evening or this afternoon in a Spanish restaurant. For starters, I'm going to eat some tapas like patatas bravas. You could just leave it as it is, that's what it's called, or you could say spicy potatoes, which are delicious and spicy. A Spanish omelette, a rich or a tasty Spanish omelette with onion, and also cheese croquettes, which are my favourites. For main course, or for seconds, I would like roasted chicken served with a good Russian salad and bread with butter, mantequilla. Really tricky bit now. I don't know if I will have hunger, literally. So I don't know if I'm going to be hungry for dessert, postre dessert. A good way to remember that is all those calories are going on your posterior, postre dessert. Next task, could you please match up these key common verbs that we're going to see in today's lesson with the English? Work out how to say breakfast, lunch / meal food and dinner, and then translate those sentences for me into English. Okay, come back to you shortly. Hasta luego. Y las respuestas en A, B, C. Okay, looking over here with como, bebo, tomo, comienzo, a bit like the word commence, isn't it? A bit of a weird one here, but if you were to say for breakfast I have cereals and orange juice, you can quite simply use the verb tomo, meaning I take or I have. You don't have to say tengo. Tomo is quite a common verb. We've got desayuno for breakfast. Desayuno is a weird one. If you remove the el, desayuno is actually now used as a verb, which means I have breakfast. Just the one word in Spanish. El desayuno is the noun breakfast. We've got la comida, which means all of those things. La cena for dinner. And quite simply, if you're going to say what you have for breakfast, lunch, dinner, we're going to start off with the structure para el desayuno. For breakfast, I eat, or I have, or I start with, or I drink, whichever verb you want to use. Likewise, para la comida for lunch plus your verb, para la cena, again, plus your verb, and then you just list the items that you eat or drink. And have a go at translating those two for me into English. We're doing this a bit of a different way around today. Rather than me introducing you to all the vocab first and then moving on to the longer text. I thought we'd do it the other way around today just to see how you get on. You can start making a list of the vocabulary as well that you want to use later. Okay? Y listos en 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm going to leave that on the screen for you so you can pause the video and go through your answers. I just want to quickly point out a couple of things to you. The word helado actually means ice cream. However, in this context, un té helado, it means an iced tea. Likewise, you could say un café helado for an iced coffee. Don't forget, we've seen this today. When you say I am hungry in Spanish, you're literally saying I have hunger. Tengo hambre. Okay, have a look through, see how you got on. Vale, continuamos. Okay, so we're going to do a trapdoor activity. So you're going to need paper and pen to hand. I'm going to read out for you a word from each column, the English that is, and you have to translate it into Spanish. Now, once I've read the sentence, it probably makes sense to pause the video, write your answer, unpause, listen to the answer, and then keep moving forward. Okay, let's have a go. Okay, so write for me in Spanish, please, the question, what do you eat? What do you eat? So pause the video, write your answer, and then we'll go through it. And your answer should be, ¿Qué comes? ¿Qué comes? What do you eat? Okay, next one. Write for me in Spanish, please. Normally, for breakfast, I eat cereals and toast. Normally, for breakfast, I eat cereals and toast. Okay, pause the video. And your answer. Normalmente, para el desayuno, como cereales y tostadas. Okay, next one. Normally, for breakfast, I drink orange juice. Normally, for breakfast, I drink orange juice. Okay, time to pause. And your answer. Normalmente, para el desayuno, bebo zumo de naranja. Zumo de naranja. Okay, and this time. Sometimes, for breakfast, I have sausages, bacon, and fried eggs. Sometimes, for breakfast, I have sausages, bacon, and fried eggs. Okay, time to pause. And your answer. A veces, para el desayuno, tomo salchichas, bacon, y huevos fritos. This time, let's say often for breakfast, I eat avocado, tomatoes and mushrooms. Okay, often for breakfast I eat avocado, tomatoes and mushrooms. Time to pause. And your answer. A menudo para el desayuno como un aguacate, tomates y champiñones. And this time, what do you drink? What do you drink? Time to pause. And your answer. ¿Qué bebes? ¿Qué bebes? Okay, try this one for me. Normally, for lunch, I eat fried chicken and chips. Normally, for lunch, I eat fried chicken and chips. Time to pause. And your answer. Normalmente para la comida como pollo frito y patatas fritas. Okay, try this one. Sometimes for dinner I drink white wine. Sometimes for dinner I drink white wine. And pause. Your answer. A veces, para la cena, bebo un vino blanco. I don't recommend just having white wine for dinner, by the way. I don't know why I said that. Okay, let's try one more. Let's say often, for first course, I start with a green salad. Often, for first course, I start with a green salad. And pause. And answer. A menudo, de primero, comienzo con una ensalada verde. Right, and let's look a little bit more closely at the vocabulary that you're going to need to name different types of food and drink. So, time to start making some lists. If you could write, please, these food items in Spanish and match them to the correct English terms. Okay, I'll come back to you shortly. Venga, y las respuestas en 1, 2, 3. Okay, so here are your answers to go through and check. And I'll come back to you shortly where we're going to do a little bit of pronunciation. Venga, y escuchad y repetid. Cereales, cereales. Tostadas, tostadas. Fruta, fruta. Una magdalena, una magdalena. Un café, un café. Un té, un té. Zumo, zumo. And in South America, it's quite usual to see the word jugo, okay? In Castilian Spanish, we tend to say zumo. Salchichas, salchichas. Bacon, bacon. Huevos, huevos. Aguacate, aguacate. Tomates, tomates. Champiñones, champiñones. A few extras that I added for you. We have here cereales con leche de avena. You might have worked out leche is milk, so with milk. What type of milk is de avena? That would be oat milk. Tostadas con mermelada, so toast with jam. Different types of fruits: manzanas, apples, plátanos, bananas, fresas, strawberries. And then here with our coffee and tea, we've seen this before. Con or sin azúcar, so with or without sugar, with or without milk. What kind of juice? De naranja, orange juice. You could ask for apple juice, in which case you're just going to exchange the word naranja for manzana. And finally, fritos we've seen means fried. Okay, I'm pushing you today, so you have another list of food and drink to write for me in Spanish and then match up to the corresponding English, please. Y listos en 1, 2, 3. Okay, have a look through your answers and we'll go through and pronounce those words shortly. Y escuchad y repetid. Pollo, pollo. Un bistec, un bistec. Una ensalada, una ensalada. Patatas, patatas. Verduras, verduras. Una Coca-Cola, una Coca-Cola. Una limonada, una limonada. Agua mineral, agua mineral. Un vino, un vino. Blanco, tinto, dulce, seco. Very important. Una cerveza, una cerveza. Chocolate caliente, chocolate caliente. Un pastel, un pastel. Y finalmente, helado, helado. Some extras for you. Frito, fried. Asado would be roasted. We know the word green and we've seen the word Russian. Fried again. roasted again, but of course these adjectives now agree with the noun patatas, which ends in an A, meaning it's feminine, and it's also plural, hence the as. It's all about the as. We've got different types of vegetables. Col, cabbage, cauliflower, literally means cabbage and flour. So that's cauliflower. Guisantes, peas. Zanahorias, carrots. If you wanted to ask for a Diet Coke, you just say una Coca-Cola light, con sin gas, with or without gas, so basically sparkling or still. We've got types of wine: white, red, sweet, dry. Type of cake: chocolate. Type of ice cream: chocolate. And then we've got vainilla, vanilla, fresa, strawberry. Behold, it's time for a listening activity, everyone's favourite thing. So, time to draw out the grid or just write the numbers 1, 2 and 3, and you're going to listen to me talk. I'm going to just say each line once, and if you need to replay, no problem, do that. But you're going to mention what breakfast I talk about, lunch, dinner, and what the preferences are. It's up to you whether you do this in English or Spanish, although when I go through the answers, I'm going to tell you them in English. For an extra challenge, listen out for words of frequency. We did see some a little bit earlier when we're doing the trapdoor activity. Okay, ¿listos? Número 1. Hola, me llamo Fernando. Normalmente para desayuno como tostadas con mermelada y bebo un café con leche. Para la comida prefiero una ensalada verde con pollo frito y bebo agua sin gas. Para la cena, tomo un bistec con patatas fritas y de postre me gusta un helado de chocolate. Prefiero el desayuno porque es la comida más importante del día. Okay, time to pause, replay if you need to, otherwise we'll go on to number 2. Número 2. Hola, mi nombre es Lucía. Cuando desayuno, a veces tomo fruta, cereales y bebo zumo de naranja. Para la comida de primero, como sopa de verduras y luego un sándwich de pollo. Para la cena, como un plato vegetariano. Por ejemplo, una pasta con verduras como guisantes y queso. Bebo una copa de vino seco y blanco. Prefiero los vinos blancos porque son deliciosos. No me gusta mucho el vino tinto. Y finalmente, número 3. Hola, buenos días, me llamo Marta. Nunca desayuno porque no tengo tiempo por las mañanas, pero bebo un té o un café con leche de soja o avena. Siempre como mucho para la comida. De primero, una buena ensalada de queso. De segundo, pollo asado o pescado con verduras. Y de postre, una copa de fruta tropical. Bebo agua y también un zumo de naranja o manzana, porque tiene muchas vitaminas importantes. Para la cena, a veces tomo un plato típico de España o tapas. Me encanta la tortilla española. Me gusta pan con jamón o queso y también me gustan patatas bravas que son picantes y deliciosas. Bebo una Coca-Cola Light porque no tomo mucho azúcar. Pero mi comida favorita es comida mexicana, por ejemplo, chili con carne. El domingo voy a preparar un postre mexicano. Right, folks, are you still with me? Please say you are. Wake up if you're not. So I've just changed what I was going to do here slightly. I was just going to go through the answers with you, but actually I'm going to just show you now the script that I was reading out, which might help. It's not quite in the same format as you had. You had 2 columns here with dinner and preferences, and also there are no accents on here, okay? So don't shoot me for that, but actually a nice activity for you. Go through and put the accents on. Okay, here we go. Let's see how you got on. Fernando, he says he has toast with jam. He drinks coffee with milk. For lunch, green salad, fried chicken. He drinks still water. For dinner, steak, bistec with chips. And for dessert, he likes chocolate ice cream. His preference, he prefers breakfast because he says it's the most important meal of the day. Lucia says, when I have breakfast, sometimes I have fruit, cereal, and I drink orange juice. For lunch, for starters, she likes vegetable soup, sopa. I'm hoping you were able to work that one out from the sound. Then she says a chicken sandwich. Dinner, a vegetarian dish, for example, pasta with veg, for example, peas, and she has cheese with that. She drinks a glass of wine. What kind? It's dry and it's white. Ooh, good choice. She prefers white wines because she says they're delicious. Doesn't like red wine very much. Marta, I never have breakfast. I don't have time, okay, can relate to that, in the mornings. But I do drink tea or coffee with milk. Did anybody understand what soja is? It's soya milk or oat milk. She says at lunchtime she eats a lot. For starters, a good salad, a good cheese salad. Second course, roasted chicken or fish with vegetables. Dessert, wow, she's going for it. A cup of tropical fruit. She drinks water and also orange juice or apple juice because it contains many important vitamins. And finally, for dinner, sometimes she has a typical dish from Spain or tapas. She loves Spanish omelette. She likes bread with ham or cheese. Also, she has patatas bravas because which are spicy and delicious. She drinks a Diet Coke, but because she doesn't have sugar or much sugar. Her favourite meal, though, is or food rather, is Mexican food, and she gives the example of chili con carne. And Sunday, she says she's going to prepare a Mexican dessert. Whew, got there. And we're now going to put all of that together so that we can order a meal in a restaurant or a cafe. So the first thing I'd like you to do, please, is to write out the list of sentences on the left-hand side and then match them to the correct English. Okay, see you soon. Hasta luego. Y listos en 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's see how you got on. So I'd like a table full. We saw this last lesson. Me gustaría una mesa para... do you remember how to say another word that means I'd like? Quisiera. Now, I know that saying, bring me the menu, bring me the wine list, sounds really abrupt in English. It's not in Spanish, okay? It's normal, and I think some Spanish people would think you're being a little bit creepy if you kept saying, I would like, blah, 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 please. So, tráeme la carta. Absolutely fine to say that, okay? We've already seen how to say first, second, dessert. We've seen how to say I want as well. If you want to make your bring me's, gives me's, I want sound a little less severe, you just say por favor at the end for please, okay? Tráeme la cuenta. I know a lot of you probably already said la cuenta, por favor. The word for a tip, una propina. And, you know, when you finish your meal and you want to show your appreciation apart from a tip, why not say to the waiter or the chef that you enjoyed the meal or the service was really good? Right, so using the vocab you've just made a note of, what I want you to do now is to write a paragraph in Spanish using these pictures as prompts. So you're going to ask for a table for 2. You're going to ask them to bring the menu for you. You're then going to order a green salad, a steak, fries, and then for your dessert, you're going to order chocolate ice cream. You also want to drink red wine, a bottle of that looks like sparkling water, and then eventually you're going to ask for the bill. So using the structures we went through just now, have a look through and write out for me that paragraph in Spanish. Y listos en A, B, C. Okay, let's compare notes. So I had quisiera una mesa para dos. You might have said me gustaría, no problem. I added al lado de la ventana, next to the window. No problem if you didn't. Tráeme la carta. I just noticed I didn't put the accent on the A on the previous screen. I do apologize. Tráeme la carta, por favor. Bring me the menu, please. De primero, starters. Quiero una ensalada verde. Okay, quiero una ensalada verde. So I'd like a green salad. For main course, de segundo. Quiero un bistec. Now, it's up to you how you want it cooked, but poco hecho would mean rare. En su punto, it's like medium rare. Bien hecho, well done. Con patatas fritas. De postre, so for dessert, quiero helado de chocolate. Para beber, quiero un vino tinto y una botella de agua con gas. Tráeme la cuenta, por favor. Bring me the bill, please. How did you get on? Qué difícil. Hay mucho trabajo. Mucho. We're not over yet, but you're doing a good job, folks. Stay with me. Okay, as always, I like to finish off with some vocab. So, I'm going to leave A, B, and C there for you momentarily. What do they mean? Okay, A. I would like a table for 4. B. Bring me the menu, please. C. For starters, I want a vegetable soup. Okay, have a look at D, E, and F. I'll come back to you shortly. Okay, for second or for main course, I want the steak, and they're asking for it well done, with a tomato salad. E, for dessert, I want a strawberry ice cream. And F, we have to drink, I want a beer and a glass of white wine. Ooh, house wine. Good choice. Last one, have a go at G for me, please. Tráeme la cuenta, por favor. Bring me the bill, please. Okay, you are done. Well done, folks. Next lesson is lesson 16, and we're going to be learning to tell the time. Still within the realm of food and drink. So we are going to be seeing a lot of the vocab covered today, and there's a lot, I know. So we're going to keep going over that. For now, muchas gracias y hasta luego.